Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today, we are going to be talking about how I annotate books. I am about to start the Encyclopedia of Fairies, and I need to get tabs and stuff ready, so I figured that this would be the perfect time to do so. So let's do that, BRB. Okay, listen, I know I'm not in frame, okay, but this is where I need to be. So, my embosser, part of my tabs, more tabs, pens, highlighters, and more highlighters. So, what I like to do is I will usually start with my tabs. So, oh, let me get my dogs out of there. No one needs to see that. You're not paying me enough. Anyway, so I like to start with tabs, and what I mean by that is I will pull out all of my tabs and I will go through and look and see if any of these tabs give off. Oh, you're not even seeing this. Hold on. Anyway, what I was saying was I will pull out all of my tabs and I will put them next to the book and see if they're giving off any of the same vibes, which these ones are not. So I am going to put them back into this bag because they're not going to be of help to me. I like the greens on these ones, so I'm going to leave them down there. Not really a fan of those. I like the purples in this one, so I'll leave those out. And right now, since I'm using a basket, it's easier for me to just go through and try to find ones that give off the vibes instead of pulling them out. Okay, so right now it looks like I am sticking with these tabs. I am going to pull off from there. Now is the part that I usually have the most fun with, and that is picking which tabs are going to be what. I believe I'm going to make this purple right here my quotes tab. I'm going to take that guy off. Usually I have a empty one of these, but I don't know where it's gone. That's one thing about me is I can never keep track of my things. They always disappear. But that one's going to be my quotes tab. Now let's look for a love and romance tab. And like I said, a lot of people do their tabs differently. I go based on emotion and feeling. So right now I'm going to try to find a love tab. I think I'm gonna use this one, this gold. Now an important tab. Let's go with this green. Now I need to find happy tabs. happy, yay, excited, things that make me giddy. I'm gonna go with this one, just a classic pink. And then we need one for whenever I'm angry. I usually try to find a darker color, so I'm gonna go with this gray. And now these will get put back into here. Okay. Now I need to find a pen and a highlighter. I think I see a pen. Maybe that guy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that guy. And now I need a highlighter. Let's try. Oh, hey, they both ended up being Mr. Pen brand. That's really funny. Now that we have all of the tabs put down in there, I like to go through and, ooh, it's a new pen. I like to go through and mark down what my tabs are. Now that is completed, we get to decide which page the embossment goes on, and ironically, I've already embossed this. I will insert a freaking clip of that because you can't see it right now, but I've got my embosser that I will usually emboss, but I think I got this as a gift, so I got a little emboss happy, so it's already been embossed. So that is how I annotate a book. I will continue filming as I start annotating this and give you ideas of what I mean whenever I annotate books. So let's go start this book. I've been really excited for this one. I have just found an important quote, so I am going to go through. And since I feel like this is really important to the story, I'm also going to highlight it. And then since this is an important quote, I'm going to go over here and grab a green tab and flip back to the page that I was on. And I like to try to keep my tabs as close to the page as possible. I don't like them sticking out too far, so really you can just barely see the end of a tab right there. I don't know if you can on this camera. My camera is but yeah, so I barely let this tab fall off of the page. It's a new day. I'm still in my pajamas. But anyway, I wanted to come in here and say that I annotate every book a little differently. I never annotate the same way for every different, like, it's different every time. Like, for instance, in Kite Runner, whenever I annotate banned books, I usually have different tabs than what I would have in a romance or in a fantasy. So in the Kite Runner, also like this book is so old, do not yell at me for this, okay? And here I've got a quotes tab. Sorry, I got a text message. Anyway, there's a quotes tab, a symbolism tab, because symbolism is very important in the Kite Runner, so everything is different. You see what I mean? Then I've got an important moments tab, foreshadowing, which is another very important thing in the Kite Runner to be paying attention to. Once again, every single time I annotate differently. And then the last one is character development. Kite Runner versus practice makes perfect, okay? This is a romance, just a simple, good old romance. Completely different tabs. Love, quotes, funny, happy, OMG/cute, how rude, sad/annoyed. Every single time I read, I know that I'm going to be feeling different things, or I should be paying attention to other things. And whenever you're unsure, you can always go look up online what you should be paying attention to in a book. And that will help you find things that you should be annotating or that you want to be annotating. And yeah, like I said yesterday, I like my tabs to be as close to the page as possible so that you can't see the tabs on the outside of the book, but you can see it from the side. You know what I mean? So, once again, tabs are barely seen. They're all there. That's how I like to tab my books. That's how I like to annotate my books. Once again, everyone annotates differently, and I annotate differently for every single genre that I read. Nothing is ever the same. So, with that being said, I hope you got some knowledge from this video, and I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure you leave a comment downstairs. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.